Hello, water signs. Welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot. If you are a regular viewer, don't worry, I'm not naked. It's the tarot reads which are naked, which means I strip out as much astrology as I can. Mainly, I do that by not saying, "Oh, look, you've got a Chariot card. You must be dealing with a Cancer." Okay, so the way we do this is a monthly forecast for the month of March for you all. I lump all three water signs and various other signs into each one of these reads. This is the water sign read, obviously. You know that from the title. The way I do it is I pull a rune out. That will be the overall energy of the week or the month. We'll have one card for each of the 4 weeks from there, and a fifth card for the part week going into April. Clarifiers out of there, and we will just crack on with it, shall we? Okay. Let's have a look at our rune for the day. Our rune for the day is a Perfro. Perfro is chance. It's the gambling rune, if you will. It is meant to represent a dice cup. And if you turn it this way, yeah, looks like a dice cup. But it don't turn that way. It stays like that. And that is in the upright for you. So, yeah, so basically what that will mean is... well, yeah, it's chance. It's things might happen. You might be lucky. It's connected with secrecy, every time, revelations, mysteries, secrets. Yeah, so basically this could indicate that things are not quite what they seem as well. Obviously, if you're playing a game of chance, sometimes there are something in there where you're not quite sure. Maybe you've got a bit of a slopey table, which makes the dice keep rolling over that extra one, and things like that. And it also indicates things that were previously unknown are going to be revealed to you. So maybe this is a month for finding out secrets, taking a few chances and risks and things. Okay, let's see what we got at the bottom of the deck. We have got the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck before we do the cut. Yeah, it's kind of a sort of a warning of don't rush into anything. As I said, Perot there is telling us that things aren't quite what they seem. So don't rush into them thinking that you know the answer to the solution, because you might be mistaken. The Four of Pentacles there is also talking about perhaps, well, again, normally it's an energy of greed and hanging on to things past time, past their best, time to let go of them. But in this particular case, it's just like, hang on, okay? Just don't rush in. That, I think, that is the key factor for this month for you water signs. Don't rush in to things. Okay. It is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Perhaps you're working. Perhaps you're working from a different aspect of your birth chart, and maybe a different type of star sign as well because of it. So go and check out the other all signs, water signs, earth signs, fire signs, air signs, placement reads I do for the month of March. See if you are in there in any way, shape or form. Also, don't get disheartened if only 1 or 2 or 3 of the weeks resonate with you. After all, I am doing all 3 of the water signs at once. Some of these weeks could be more relevant to one type of sign than the other. So yeah. Okay, so let's have a little look. See, we have got the 10 of Cups for the first week. The first week is all about sort of relationships, romance, if you will. Perhaps some of you may be thinking that you found that perfect person and you're going to go rushing in towards them. Remember that Knight of Pentacles and that Four of Pentacles. Yeah, just hang on. Just check this out. Just plan your way through this. Don't go rushing in. Okay, there's a saying where fools rush in. Have you heard that one? Well, there you go. That's what they're talking about. Don't be the fool. Yeah, work your way through this. Okay, so we got the 5 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles coming out for our 10 of Cups there. The 5 of Wands is on some levels it's some sort of conflict. Okay, Maybe that's what's actually already holding you back. The confliction of, do I rush in, do I not? Is this the right person? Am I ready for this? But the other side of this, the more important side of this, is it is an energy of being tested. Okay, now in a lot of depictions of the Five of Wands, there is normally one guy in the corner and he's fighting off 4 others. But when you study the card in a little bit more detail, you notice that they're using practice weapons, not the real thing. A good way of describing this is, if you were into martial arts and you were trying to level up to the next level belt, you would take some sort of test to see if you're capable or if you have achieved what you need to move up that level. That's what this is. Okay, it's a short fight. It's a short-term energy. It's a quick change energy. Yeah, it's either you are ready or you're not ready. For example, it's that quick. It's a quick, like, I don't know, 30-second bout, 60-second bout to see if you've learnt the skills you needed to move on to the next level. The Six of Pentacles is talking about balance. So there will be balance for you in the first week of March, and also balance within love itself. But to make the Six of Pentacles balance properly, you have to give to the situation just as much as you're taking out of it. Okay, if you take too much out, then it's overweighted in your side. If you put too much in there, it's overweighted on the other side. Okay, crossing this is the King of Pentacles. So the first week of March for you is being driven by a feeling of success, a feeling of working hard, a feeling of, I don't know, being noticed, which is then driving you on to do other things. But remember, you are being tested, and perhaps some of you are physically taking tests. Maybe some of you are taking driving tests. Others of you are being assessed at work or something like that. I don't know. Fit it into your life how it fits. But there is success to be had there as well. Okay, let's have a look at the second week. Oh, look, the Five of Wands. Okay, so for those of you who missed the testing in the first week, you're getting it in the second week, but you're getting it in a big way. And again, perhaps some of you have actually got tests lined up. Maybe some of you are, I don't know. I can't think of any tests. It's legally testing. Okay, so maybe some of you are going on speed awareness courses. Maybe others of you are doing a citizen test or something like that to get a citizenship for whatever country you want to live in. And again, there's conflict rolled into this. Some of that conflict is, are you ready? Some of that conflict is, you're not sure. It's just a general conflict, okay? We've got the King of Swords and the Page of Wands going with the second week of March. The King of Swords it was my indicator of why this might be some sort of legal test, okay? Because the King of Swords is all about legality. He is like the constabulary, if you will. It's also about knowing the truth and acting upon it, and that's kind of what the constabulary is meant to do. They're meant to act upon the truth, okay, or at least find out the truth and then act upon that. With the Page of Wands coming out with this could be an opportunity. The other thing the King of Wands the King of Swords can also be an indication of is needing some form of professional advice or help in some way. It could be legal. It could be just that you need your house decorated and you're not capable of doing it. Okay. I don't know what reasons why you're not capable of doing it. There's someone out there who isn't capable of decorating their own house. Okay. It's that simple. I know you might, but sorry, it just popped into my head. Yeah, the Page of Wands is talking about the opportunity. Okay, now perhaps this could just be while you're being tested, you bump into someone, okay, which is some sort of professional, and it opens an opportunity for you. Okay, or perhaps you're being tested to see if you are professional enough to move on to this opportunity. But the problem with the Page of Wands is he does everything I've advised not to do so far this month. He does not hold back. He just charges in. He doesn't know any better. He's young. He's immature. He's the Page of Wands. He sees the opportunity. He goes for it. Okay? Think of him in a prison. He sees some soap on the floor. He bends over for it. There you go. His opportunity was to get some new soap, and the consequences are, well, you know what happens in prison when you bend over to get soap. You might not. Okay, you know what's said to happen. Okay. Didn't think about the consequences of bending over in the prison to get the soap, but he did anyway, and he paid for those consequences. Judgment crossing here. Judgment is also talking about the law again. You may have some running in with the law. You may have some conflict with the law. You may be tested by the law one way or another. With the judgment coming out, you may be judged. You may be going through some sort of lawsuit in the second week. I don't mean it's going to start in the second week and end in the second week. Maybe it's ending in the second week, or maybe it's beginning in the second week of March for you lot. The Judgment card is also an energy of having a second chance. Maybe this testing of the Five of Wands is not the first time you've been through this situation. Maybe you're meant to be getting it right this time. Okay? Or something just yelled at me. Maybe it's right the fourth time. But, okay. So, let's have a look at the third week. We have got the Nine of Wands. Another defensive card. Okay. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. Now, if you can imagine you go through that Six of Wands or that Five of Wands, you get tested, you level up, you go through the Six of Wands. Yeah, that's the victory of that testing, the recognition that you are allowed to go up another level. And then you do the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is a defensiveness. It's defending your corner, standing on the high ground, so to speak. And then you've got the Eight of Wands moving forward, charging on in. And then you've got the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is, as I said, it's the energy of the wounded warrior. Come the third week of March, you are going to be feeling an energy of wanting to throw the towel in, wanting to quit. I've had enough of this. It's time to retire, perhaps, for some of you. But there's something which is making you hang on. Okay. Okay, so let's have a little look-see at the cloud. Oh, two come out for that. So our first clarifies is the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Now, I was going to mention, the Queen of Cups ties us in with that King of Cups. No, the Queen of Pentacles ties us in with that King of Pentacles, which was crossing over here. And then the Ten of Cups came out as well, which then brings you back to the first week of March. Now, for some of you, this just literally says, basically, within love, there's going to be testing, and you're going to find it trying. By the end of the third week, it's going to be like, I think I might have had enough of all this. Okay, and some of you might be thinking about breaking up and things like that. But the problem is, you're comfortable where you are. Okay, you've been given to it, and it's in the past. You've been given to it. You're happy with the situation. You're comfortable where you are. But the Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily, no, Jesus Christ, what is going on with me today? The Queen of Pentacles doesn't necessarily turn away something better. Okay, all because they're comfortable and happy where they are doesn't mean they're going to sort of say no to something better coming in. So that could be where we hit this Knight of Swords and we start to move forward. We move away. We're going in the other direction. You found the truth out the week before, and maybe you're moving towards that, working on that, and the truth is somehow linked with the Ten of Cups. Now, that Ten of Cups may be not the real Ten of Cups for you there. Maybe it's coming up to be the real Ten of Cups for you here, or perhaps you are falling for other people's illusions and thinking that the grass on the other side of the fence is greener than the grass you have on your own. And remember, grass is just grass. The Nine of Swords is crossing all this. There is an anxiety. You're going to be feeling anxious. Okay? I swear I just heard something. I swear I heard a cow moo. Anyway. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. There's an anxiety going on, which is kind of pushing you. Maybe you're anxious about the situation you're in, and you're anxious about it maybe going bad. Or maybe you're anxious about moving away from that situation, the one you've been fighting for all this time with that Nine of Wands. Week 4. Okay, we got the Page of Swords coming out for week 4. The Page of Swords is a little element of spying, learning, educating yourself, bit of hands-on education. Okay, it's like what's the best way to learn? Actually do it. Okay, you can read as much as you like about it in books. You can read how to tie a knot in a book. It's a little bit different when the winds and the rains hailing down at you, and you're trying to get that tent knot to secure your tent in place. But in the book it said it was so easy. It's just loop it round and put it under itself and then put it tight. Yeah, it's not so easy when it's raining and all that, and you've got real life going on. Well, we had a mass amount of cards all just spewed out everywhere there. So we're going to start with the High Priestess in reverse on this Page of Swords. But then we're also going to have the Two of Cups, at which point I'm going to clear my throat. The other thing about the Page of Swords is can be dramatic news coming in. Maybe you're getting some news and it's a little bit all drama orientated. Okay, and we've also got the Empress and the Temperance card there. They fell on the floor as well, but in a different place. That's why I had to wait a second or two to pick them up. But it can also be in a card of disappointment, disappointed in oneself or disappointed in others. With the High Priestess, the Secret Keeper coming out in reverse there. This is an indication of perhaps you're not going with your gut feeling. Okay, perhaps there's something screaming at you that this is right or this is wrong and you're going against it. It's about a coming together of energies as well, the Two of Cups. Or perhaps something I don't often feel after Two of Cups, having to make a choice within love. Okay, on the 4th week of March. We got the Empress and we got the Empress and we have got Temperance, or the Empress apparently when it is merged into one. And we got the Empress coming out. So I'm going to say the Empress in this particular case is what you're being drawn towards. If this is a choice of love, yeah, and something's telling you one thing and you're going against it, okay, this is what you're going against it for, the Empress, what you're being drawn towards. Okay, it's fertile, it's new, it's full of life, it's full of energy. Temperance at the bottom here, this is that Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles all rolled into one. Okay, take your time with this Two of Cups. Be patient with it. See if the true colours finally get shown. Okay, because this Empress here, I feel a little negativity coming off this Empress. They could be using their charms to ensnare you one way or another. Okay, crossing this is pain. And now this is either the pain of moving away from whatever, moving towards whatever else, or staying put where you are and letting this opportunity sail on past. Whatever your intuition is screaming at and you're going against it, this is the pain, what is coming from that. Okay, so what's driving you throughout the 4th week of March is, well, the pain of whatever you're in at the moment is driving you to look for something what isn't painful, something new, something different, something fresh, something fertile. Okay. Oh, you just gotta love tarot. After all that, we got the Four of Pentacles coming out at the end. So this is the last couple of weeks, the last couple of days of March going into April. And my first thing I felt with this was, yeah, let March go. Okay, don't hang on to it. Just, it's done. It's dusted. Just let it go. Okay, we got the Three of Swords again, and we have got the Knight of Wands coming out with it. Okay, what are we? Well, this is a double-edged sort of Three of Swords, I suppose. For some of you, you are hanging on to a pain of March. Okay, as I said, just let March go. Just write it off and then start April afresh. So you got the pain. Okay, the pain of everything that happened throughout March for you. You're hanging on to it. You're not letting it go. You're using it as like a badge of honor. You know the type of people I'm referring to. I don't want you to be one of these type of people, and I hope you're not. But it's the type of people who go round everyone saying, oh yeah, did you hear me? Me and Brandon, don't ask me. Me and Brandon, we split up. Okay, and actually, I say don't ask me. Brandon is quite an important name for this read for some reason, because normally when I'm picking random names for my reads, I go down to J names. Okay, for some reason, John, Jane, Jill, Jezebel, Jeffrey. But this is random. Brandon just suddenly flew out of my mouth. So maybe there is some problem with you and Brandon. Maybe you're one of these. Well, I'm not saying that you are, but this is the sort of energy of hanging on to this pain and using it as a badge of honor. You're going around like reminding everyone that you broke up. Oh, hard done by me. Okay, that's a good way to describe that energy of the Four of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. Hard done by me. Oh, I'm so poorly. I'm so hard done by. Oh, but then we got the Knight of Wands. On the other side of this, yeah, you're just going around getting what you want from the situation. Okay, you're using this pain energy to get people to do things for you, to get people to manipulate people. It's kind of like that negative aspect of that empress I was talking about. Okay, now there is the other side of this. Let go. I know that the Four of Pentacles is a hanging on energy, yeah, but I said it in the cut. It didn't feel like that, and I mentioned it throughout this read, saying it's a let go energy. It's not hanging on energy. Okay, so it's let go of the pain, let go of what's happened in the past, and move on to the things what you like, the things what make you feel happy, the things what fill you full of joy. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a pastime, it could be a hobby, it could be a new job, it could be getting out in the garden, it could be just reading a book. I don't know, whatever it is that you enjoy, whatever it is what makes you happy, what makes you feel warm inside when you do it. Do that. Concentrate on that. Okay, crossing this is the Death card. Now, this could be just the universe literally telling me that this is the end of one month and the beginning of a new month. It is also the end of winter and the beginning of spring. Okay, so it could be that, but it is also talking about the end of a situation. Okay, like the last bit I talked about on that Four of Pentacles, leaving the pain behind and moving on to what you want. Leaving the pain behind and moving on to what you want. She's got her back turned to that pain and she's concentrating on the new growth of the new tree. So that is your March for you. Hopefully it resonates. If it does resonate, that is fantastic. Please let me know in the comments and also by hitting that thumbs up button. If it doesn't resonate for you, don't worry too much. You can hit the thumbs down button if you didn't like this read. I really don't mind, but let me know in the comments why, please, because that way it kind of gives me some bearing on where I could change things around. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I suggest that you do that, because by doing that you'll be adding your energies to the tarot team part, which will make these reads resonate with you on a more personal level in future. Okay, until the next time you are watching one of my reads, you will be good out there.